It's December 21st, the shortest day of the year, and I thought that would be a great excuse to talk about shadows. And shadows as a concern that community members or residents associations bring up when we talk about new developments. So let's have a deeper dive into how we can address it in a professional manner when we talk about shadows and shadows impacts. So there are 4 points that I want to talk about today. The first one is that in the long winter months, even low-rise or single-family houses cast a long shadow. And I record and upload this video on December 21st. So the next time you walk around in a low-rise neighborhood, take a look on the direct sunlight and if there is one at all. Here in the snapshots of a shadow study that we conducted for this video, you can see how actually the sidewalk is in shade during most of the day. The second point is that the City of Toronto has design guidelines that ensure 5 hours of direct sunlight on our public sidewalks. If you're familiar with the 45 degrees angular planes and how they are applied differently in a mid-rise building or tall building, and yes, I do have another video talking just about that, that's the reason for it. Again, we have design guidelines in place that ensure a better pedestrian experience with some direct sunlight during the day. The third point is that if you think about it, and shadows are brought up usually when we talk about tall buildings. And a tall building is actually limited in its floor plan and therefore will cast less shadow on its immediate context compared to a mid-rise building. And another advantage is that a tall building, because it will have a narrower shadow, will have a fast-moving shadow as well. The fourth point I would like to make, and that is probably the most important one of this video, is that protection from wind is much more crucial and affect much more the pedestrian experience than exposure to direct light. And we have the tools to study and design by existing building and the new buildings in order to avoid certain wind effects. So these were 4 points that I find very useful when I talk to the wide public, community members, or residents association when they bring up shadow concerns. And I hope you find them useful as I do, and you learn something new, and see you next time.